All right, number 11, we want to use De Morgan's laws to write the negation of the statement. Okay, so let's recall De Morgan's laws. I believe his name is capitalized here. De Morgan's laws. All right, so for example, I'm going to write negate outside of a parentheses, and then I'm going to put P. I'm going to use the V symbol for or, and then I'm going to negate Q. Okay. So what De Morgan's law does is it either factors out a negative or distributes the negative, and it just changes all the symbols. So P right now is in the positive, but when I distribute this negation symbol, it will become negate P. This negation symbol is also going to change the or, the V symbol, to an and. It's going to flip, so this becomes and. And then the negation of the Q is kind of like a negative times a negative. This will change and become positive. Okay, it can work both ways. So you can look at it as just changing all the truth values. And that also includes the and or the or sign. And it can work with any number of ways, however you want to write it. So in our case, we have a word statement. It is April. So I want to negate that. I want to say it is not April. This has and. So my and is going to change to or. So it is not April, or there is no sun will change to there is sun. So it is not April, or there is, I'm sorry, I said sun. There is no rain. So it is not April, or there is rain. It is not April, or there is rain. That's what we're looking for. It is not April and there is no rain. No. It is not April and I'm looking for or. Okay, this one says it is April. I need it's not April. D, it is not April or there is rain. So this is the one that follows the rule for De Morgan law. And then we're going to do it again. We're going to use De Morgan's law on this last one. We're going to negate this statement. So we're just going to negate everything. Okay, so we have 6 minus 4 equals 2. To negate equal, we're going to just say not equal. Just put a line through it. So we're going to say 6 minus 4 is not equal to 2. So look at A, that looks good. And we'll change to or. So I'm looking for or. So it's going to be B or C. So 6 minus 4 not equal to 2. This one has equal. This is the only one that matches so far. Or. And then we have 10 minus 19 is not equal to 8. We're going to change that to is equal to 8, even though that's false. But that's how you use De Morgan's law to rewrite or negate a statement. And so we're going to do our last one. This one wants to identify the statement as true or false. So for every real number x is less than 19 or greater than 5. Is this true or false? Okay, so what you really need to do for this one is you have to visualize what's going on. Or you can just pick some numbers and see if they work. So I'm going to draw a number line, and I'm going to put those numbers here. So we have the number 5 and the number 19. So the rule says it's either less than 19, so that means from 19 we're going all the way down, okay, all the way to negative infinity. And from 5, it's either greater than 5, so from 5 we're going to be going this way. Notice how these overlap. So from 19 it gets everything between 5 and 19 all the way past 5, and then 5 goes all the way past 19, the opposite direction. So any number you pick. So if I picked 10, for example, 10, according to the rule, is greater than 5 and less than 19. It's going to meet both scenarios. Okay, let's pick a number outside the scope. So what if I picked, for example, negative 6? Okay, negative 6 would not be greater than 5. Okay, but it does fall in the less than 19. And the number doesn't have to fit both scenarios. It only has to fit one there for the word or. Okay, so any number that you pick will fall in one of these categories because it spans the whole number line. So this is a true statement. Every real number will be less than 19 or bigger than 5.